Hey there, when you hear the word prison, what do you see? Cold, scraped walls, rusty bars, tiny cells where your only company is despair? Yes, for millions of people around the world, prison is a terrifying reality. But what if I told you that there are places where imprisonment takes on a whole new meaning? I invite you on a journey to the world's most lenient prisons. Today, we'll explore places that at first glance don't seem very pleasant. And yet, did you know that in some prisons, inmates have keys to their own cells, 10 gardens, and even go fishing? Sounds unbelievable? See for yourself. Our journey begins in Norway, the land of fjords, Vikings, and a surprisingly liberal approach to the prison system. Halden Fengsel is a place that, at first glance, doesn't look like a prison at all. Modern architecture, spacious cells with bathrooms and TVs, plus a wide range of educational and cultural opportunities. You might think you've arrived at a luxury resort, but don't let appearances fool you. Halden Fengsel is still a prison where inmates are serving time for serious crimes. The difference is that Norwegians believe that the purpose of punishment is not revenge, but rehabilitation. Instead of isolating prisoners from society and depriving them of their dignity, they try to create conditions for reflection, learning, and personal development. In Halden Fengsel, inmates have access to art studios, a recording studio, and even a fully equipped kitchen where they can develop their culinary passions. They can also use the library gym and even climb an artificial climbing wall. Does this approach work? The statistics speak for themselves. In Norway, the rate of recidivism, meaning people who commit crimes again after being released, is one of the lowest in the world. From Halden prison, we move to the picturesque island of Bastøy, where another unusual prison is located. Here, inmates live in single-family homes, grow vegetables in prison gardens, and even take care of animals. Bastøy prison is an example of a so-called open prison where the emphasis is on responsibility and independence of the inmates. The prisoners manage their own time, work on the island, and can even use the internet and mobile phones. Of course, not everyone can go to Bastøy prison. This place is intended for prisoners with a low risk of reoffending, who are serving the final years of their sentences. Despite this, Bastøy prison raises a lot of controversy. Critics argue that such conditions are more like a vacation than imprisonment. However, supporters of this model emphasize that the purpose of punishment should be to prepare prisoners for their return to society, and not their further alienation. From frosty Scandinavia, we move to the heart of Europe, specifically Switzerland. Champ-Dollon is a prison located in Geneva, famous for its spotless cleanliness, exemplary organization, and long waiting lists. Yes, you heard that right. There's no shortage of people wanting to serve time in Champ-Dollon, thanks to the high standards of this correctional facility. Spacious cells, access to medical and psychological care, and the opportunity to learn foreign languages and acquire job skills. These are just some of Champ-Dollon's advantages. However, Champ-Dollon is not just about luxurious conditions. It's also a place where great emphasis is placed on the education and work of inmates. Inmates are required to study or work, and they can use the money they earn for their needs or save it for when they are released. The Swiss model of rehabilitation is based on the belief that prison should be a place where prisoners not only serve their sentences, but above all, prepare to return to society. Netherlands Norgerhaven Prison, the Dutch hotel for Norwegian prisoners. Our journey through the world's most comfortable prisons now takes us to the Netherlands, specifically to Rotterdam. This is where Norgerhaven prison was located, a prison that earned the nickname the Dutch Hotel for Norwegian Prisoners. Why Norwegian? Well, Norgerhaven prison was rented by Norway, which was struggling with overcrowding in its own prisons. In Norway, crime is so low that the country was forced to rent prisons abroad. Norgerhaven prison, like other Norwegian prisons, focused on rehabilitation and treating inmates with dignity. Prisoners had access to spacious cells, internet and mobile phones, as well as a wide range of educational and cultural activities. Unfortunately, Norgerhaven prison closed in 2016. However, its story shows that a humane approach to prisoners is possible and can bring positive results. Brazil, APAC prisons, rehabilitation without violence. From Europe, we now move to South America, specifically to Brazil. It is here that a remarkable rehabilitation model was born, based on Christian principles and respect for human dignity. We're talking about APAC prisons, Association for the Protection and Assistance of Convicts, which break stereotypes about correctional facilities. In APAC prisons, there are no guards, bars, or uniforms. The inmates, called recovering freedom here, wear their own clothes, cook their own meals, and are responsible for the order within the facility. The key to APAC's success is building relationships based on respect and trust. Inmates participate in group therapy, educational and vocational programs, and are involved in the local community. The APAC model, although controversial, yields surprising results. The recidivism rate among former APAC prisoners is significantly lower than in traditional prisons. India, Tihar jail, the prison that teaches. Our journey through the world's most lenient prisons now takes us to India, specifically to Delhi. This is where Tihar jail is located, Asia's largest prison, housing over 12,000 inmates. Tihar jail is a place where imprisonment goes hand in hand with education and work. Inmates have access to a wide range of educational opportunities, from reading and writing courses to higher education. They can also gain vocational skills in various fields, from car mechanics to computer science. Tihar jail also has a rehabilitation program based on yoga and meditation. Prisoners who participate in the program say it helps them cope with stress, anger, and aggression. Tihar jail is an example of how, even in difficult conditions like overcrowding and poverty, it's possible to create a prison that offers a chance for change. Germany, Heidering prison, the prison with the key to the cell. From Asia, we're going back to Europe, specifically to Germany. Heidering prison, located in Berlin, is known for its liberal approach to inmates. At Heidering prison, inmates have a lot of freedom in organizing their time. They can cook their own meals, shop at the prison store, and even use the self-service laundry. Heidering prison inmates also have access to medical and psychological care, as well as a wide range of educational and cultural opportunities. They can learn foreign languages, gain job skills, and even participate in theater and music classes. Heidering prison is an example that prison doesn't have to be a place of isolation and degradation. It can also be a place where prisoners have a chance for reflection, learning, and personal growth. Australia prisons in New South Wales, 12 hours of freedom. We end our journey through the world's most liberal prisons in Australia, specifically in the state of New South Wales. It is here that the out-of-cell time program is implemented, which gives prisoners the opportunity to spend up to 12 hours a day outside their cells. As part of the out-of-cell time program, prisoners can participate in educational and vocational classes, play sports, and even work within the prison or in the local community. The goal of the program is to prepare prisoners for their return to society and reduce the risk of reoffending. And indeed, statistics show that the program is yielding positive results. Contrast USA and Russia prison as retribution. Our journey through the world's most lenient prisons is coming to an end. But lastly, I want to show you that not every prison system is based on rehabilitation and humane treatment of inmates. In the United States, the country with the highest incarceration rate in the world, prisons often resemble concentration camps more than correctional facilities. Overcrowding, violence, lack of access to medical and psychological care, this is the daily reality for millions of Americans. In Russia, on the other hand, the prison system is based on the tradition of gulags or forced labor camps, which were established back in Stalin's times. Modern Russian prisons are places where violence, corruption, and lawlessness prevail. These examples show that the prison system can take many forms, and its goal is not always rehabilitation and the return of prisoners to society. Prison punishment or a chance to start over. As you've seen, prison can be hell or a new beginning. The better the conditions, the less likely someone is to go back to a life of crime. So maybe it's not about harsh punishment, but about giving people a chance to change. What do you think? Are such prisons the future, or is this approach too naive? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. See you next time. Take care. Bye.